Over the course of the last year, I set out to explore St. Louis culture through food. I met new people, tasted new things. I was inspired to push my own boundaries. Like anyone else in the industry, I had to learn to adapt or throw in the towel. It's been tough, to put it lightly. It was the year that none of us saw coming. But still, I can't help to feel grateful for the good things that came of it. The best journeys often take us somewhere we never expected to go. But then again, you can say the same about the worst. As a chef, I need to stay curious in order to evolve. For me, that means looking beyond a great meal to learn more about who made it and what inspires them to cook. Every great city has great food. I'm going on a journey around the world right here in St. Louis to find good food and experience other cultures. I'm on a quest to find passionate chefs who cooks from the heart. Because food is love.
It's gonna be delicious.
Food is love. Love your food.
Cheers. Cheers to ramen stock, pork stock. Here we go.
Hanging out in different kitchens every day has its advantages, but it does come with a certain amount of risk if you have a weak constitution.
So this is the blood stew.
Okay. We better get another plate, I think.
This is usually bits of pork. So,
Okay.
But then there's also will be included tripe and there's probably shoulder. I mean, it's all bits, all different kinds of pieces, cuts of pork.
The pig's ear, they cut it up into slices, and that's when you go to bite it and you feel a little crunch. It's usually the cartilage from the pig's ear.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna
Sounds
combine-
delicious.
I love sweetbreads. To me, it's one of the best.
This is the part where I can quote a line from the classic Anthony Hopkins role from the famous 90s psycho thriller, but I won't, because I'm sure you get the reference. But in reality, it's quite delicious. Sans the fava bean and served here with chimichurri.
The best way to eat this is right next to the grill. So like that, with the chimichurri, and I think it's the best. You let me know. You can taste the lemon, you can taste the salt, the tenders of the sweet bread.
What does it mean, kimchi?
Kimchi is the fermentation or pickling of vegetable. The idea of making kimchi was to preserve food for a longer period of time.
Yeah, I'm Scandinavian. We do sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut is your kimchi.
I think a lot of people are hesitant to try kimchi. You know, it's all like, oh, well, it doesn't smell good or it's strong.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
So this is where it all happens. Here's the line. Mom's making some chicken feet to eat if you...
Chicken feet?
Yeah.
You actually eat them?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? But you trim the nails.
Yes.
Trim the nail.
Okay.
You can take one. Try one.
No, I mean, I'm sure I like it.
Try one.
Just eat it like this?
Don't eat the bones. Leave that to the dogs. Tasty, right? The
You're
sauce
just
good.
throwing me in right off the bat, aren't you?
I don't know. Mom was cooking. You just happened to walk in when it happened.
Wow, that's awesome. If I can stress anything, let it be known that I'm not suffering any lack of diversity in my diet. The restaurant owner, on average, is mostly an optimist. How else can you explain the desire to open a business that flirts with chaos on a daily basis, operates on a thin margin, and invites guests in, even despite the occasional scathing review? It can be a thankless job.
I remember when I was leaving the Ritz, and it was, aren't you scared, like, what if the business fails? And I, thought about it for a second, and I'm like, I'm more afraid of not trying.
Yeah.
Like, if we open on the first day, if those doors open and the first customer walks in, it worked.
The quality of what you're doing is what drives the business, and that's the whole thing. There's love behind it.
I agree, 100%.
I don't know if you ever heard the term food is love.
I've heard it someplace.
Yeah, and that's why we're that certain breed of people in the restaurant business. You have to be a certain kind of person or personality. I think that something went wrong when we were created because we're all a little crazy.
Or maybe it went well.
Or maybe it went well. Yeah, I like
very
that
well.
version better.
And something's wrong with everyone
What
else.
else?
But the ones who do it for any real amount of time are in it for something more than just gratitude, and almost certainly not for the money.
This is what I was bred to do.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely love the community. Like, I like people, you know, and I appreciate everyone coming in, spending their hard-earned money with me, or spending the time, you know, their kids' birthdays. I mean, 12-year-old kids, they could go to Chuck E. Cheese, but they want a tofu and lemongrass dish from My Lee's, you know? I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah.
But it's such a beautiful thing because that's what food does. In St. Louis, you know, I'm proud of the food community here.
I enjoy cooking. I enjoy cooking for people, cooking for my friends. I love cooking.